Sadly, there's a 12-year-old girl in New Mexico that was raped in her own bathroom by a transgender kid who had the full right to be there, according to the principal. So here's some bad news. Sorry. A 12-year-old girl alleged that she was raped in a middle school bathroom about a year and a half ago. The incident just came up because the girl's mother discovered her diary about the attack. It took place in Rio Rancho, Mexico, which is here. Nice looking place. That's City Hall in Rio Rancho. The young girl was washing her hands in what was described as the girls' restroom at the Ask Academy Middle School. They're asking for no publicity, which is why I'm showing you the City Hall instead. At that point, a male came into the bathroom, walked up next to the girl, pinned her against the counter, wrestled her onto the floor, hit her head, and held the girl down and raped her. This is what the diary said. I was raped. I was raped. I was raped. Effing kill me, the girl wrote, and she's being referred to as Ray, according to her diary. The discovery of the passage by her mother was referred to, her mother was named Maggie, obviously fake names, and the sheriff was called in, mental health professionals were called in. The daughter's been exhibiting signs of grief, anxiety, depression. She's in therapy. The mother insisted the girl must have been bullied at the school until she realized that it was actually a rape. The family took the girl in for a physical exam and began questioning the school, and they concluded that the horrific act was made possible because this school in this town in New Mexico embraces the ideology as follows regarding gender. Quote, we learned that kids were pledging allegiance to the pride flag instead of the American flag, Mom wrote. We learned that some of the teachers were discussing daily the normalcy of transgender people and gender dysphoria, and that this school had a higher population than anyone would expect for such a small school of kids saying they were trans, and parents were not told. In fact, the parents never even knew. Oh, man. The young girl also reportedly said the school pushed a far-left culture that pressured her into accept men in women's spaces. The students were allegedly taught to avoid improperly judging transgender people. In other words, accept everybody for the way they are and the way they claim to be. The Independent Women's Forum asked Ask Academy's CEO to clarify the bathroom policy. And what was reportedly sent back was this school is an inclusive learning environment for all students, and the school does not discriminate against any student. They declined to say if there was any sexual harassment, basically ignored it. And now the 13-year-old girl, as she said, holds no sympathy for similar transgender inclusive situations. Wow. And here's her conclusion, which makes a whole lot of sense. Quote, if they want their own bathroom, then give them their own bathroom. If you want your own sports, get your own sports. If you want to be included in your own way that doesn't cause danger to anyone else. Yes, yes, and more yes. I could not agree more. That is exactly the way you want to do this, don't you think? In other words, let those people who identify differently be with the other people who identify differently. Don't force it on the little girls who are 11 years old, who have no ability to defend themselves against a much larger man pretending to be a girl. It's just not right. And it led to this tragedy.